In today's video, we'll be going over a delayed LEGO Star Wars Summer 2023 set that was sort of unannounced, and then also I'll be going over some in-person images of the Captain Vaughn and the 332nd Clone Troopers that are coming this summer, and I'll be able to, really kind of pick out every single detail and let you guys know what I truly think about them now that we see not just renders, but in-person images. Let's get into it. So welcome back everyone to another LEGO Star Wars video. Today I have a couple quick pieces of information to go over with you guys, both involving summer sets. Let's get into the first one actually involving the 75358, the Tenoo Jedi Temple. This is from the Young Jedi Adventures TV show that premiered on May 4th, 2023. And I'll be honest with you, up until now, I had no clue that was a weekly show. Apparently, that's what I've kind of gotten from it, that it's actually every single week, a new episode comes out. I thought it was kind of one of those where, they dropped it all at once and, you kind of just, watch it if you wanted to, because it's weird. I have literally heard nothing about this show, like not even a single peep out of the show, for the past, at this point, 20 days, not even a single, TikTok, not even a single meme about it, a negative, a positive, like, I truly have no clue what's going on over with that show, but there is, one LEGO Star Wars set that they were going to release with it, and, you would kind of think, look, May 1st would have made more sense, kind of, release the set right in time for the show, get a little extra sales probably, but then it was also, June 1st for the USA. That was kind of the forever kind of rumor, it was kind of, initially that was when it was going to come out for the USA, and it still is actually coming out June 1st, for, other countries. It seems like everywhere but North America is actually, releasing that set, at least, supposedly on Lego.com, it still says coming soon on June 1st, 2023, but now for North America, at least USA and Canada, now it's saying coming soon on July 1st, 2023. So at the end of the day, luckily, look, it's only this set for now. It's not like some crazy set. It's not like a set that we're all really worried about. I know it's not for me. It's not my demographic, so I fully get it. I can't really hate it for that. And I guess it makes, proper sense because I wish I would have known about this at least a week or two earlier. I wish LEGO would have said something about it, but they never do, because I've actually been kind of looking for this set early. It's like, of course, like the one time where I'm actually kind of like cherry picking some stores where I feel like they might have it early, trying to get this, first, of course, to review. Is the one time that they like push a LEGO Star Wars set back a month, you know what I mean? Where it's just like, it's not going to be in these stores at all. I have a 0% shot. Like all these times I've checked these stores and just haven't found it. I never had any chance. So that's just a little piece of information right there. Usually they don't do that for LEGO Star Wars. A lot of times these other themes, they actually release in these other countries a month earlier. But for Star Wars, it's usually all on the exact same day and, exact same month. But, it looks like for this set, it might actually be, North America July 1st and the rest of the world on June 1st. So that's that, guys. If it affects you, I just want to let you guys know, since this is something that I feel like a lot of us leakers and, especially me on this channel, I've always, told you guys and assumed, just based off of everything, it was coming out June 1st for everyone. So I just want to make you guys aware. If you guys are in North America, you guys might have to wait a little bit longer. But let's get into the next piece of information here. We actually have some leaked images. We have these coming in from AKK AAK273. It looks like he actually has the 332nd minifigures in hand. This involves the new Swamp Speeder battle pack, or the 332nd battle pack. We actually have an in-person look at Vaughn and a regular 332nd. So getting in with Vaughn right here. So everything about him is the exact same, of course. That's kind of the complaint. The helmet, the visor, the legs are all just basic stuff right there. And look, that's really my biggest complaint to the set. It's just the fact that Vaughn doesn't look any different. Whether they made him a little bit different of a helmet print, a different, visor print, that would be ideal. Even a different color, I think, would look better. Even like an all white or an all red, just to make him a little bit more unique. So we still don't know to this day if he has an exclusive head print. I would hope he does. We've never seen him without his helmet, of course, but, you would assume for a, captain or commander, maybe LEGO might do a little something special, although I can't really blame them if they don't, since we've never seen Vaughn's face. But we actually have a look at the back of his torso, and, kind of one more positive, I guess, at the end of the day. I mean, but I'm gonna have a little gripe with it here in a second. The back of his torso also, actually does have a, a jetpack, that we see on Cody. If we actually take a look at the back of Cody's, torso, it is basically the same, just different colors, and it is kind of funny how, Cody actually does have the little battle damage scars but you know, Vaughn doesn't. But my biggest gripe with this, and the more I kind of thought about this, is look, you know, in this set here we have a couple regular 332nd clones with, you know, regular blue jetpacks, you know, the exact same jetpack piece that's been on clone troopers, Mandalorians, you know, for the past, you know, 15 years or whatever. And within that exact same set there, so we actually, you know, we're getting regular 332nds that like didn't necessarily have jetpacks. You know, it's not like part of like their main character. Although we have Captain Vaughn here, which, you know, if it's anything like Cody, you know, for the longevity of, you know, Vaughn being a clone, he probably had that jetpack on his back, you know, just like Cody does. And both these clones here, but again, especially Vaughn in this set where it's right next to other ones, you know, Vaughn gets a printed jetpack piece, you know, for, you know, pretty much part of his character, unlike these other 332nds where we actually get molded jetpacks, you know, where they're not really directly part of their character, if you get what I'm saying. So that is a little strange. You know, I didn't really look at that in the ATTE too much because, you know, the regular 212th, you know, they didn't have jetpacks or anything. So, you know, pound for pound, it was just all prints on the minifigures. That's whatever. But in a set like this, I got to be honest with you, it's kind of another glaring thing. Not the end of the world, you know, believe me, it's not. I'm not going to make a huge deal out of it, but just something to point out that, you know, some of these clones have molded jetpacks and then Vaughn has a printed jetpack. So kind of funny to point out. One last thing, I guess, involving Vaughn, which I don't really see too many people talk about. You would think it'd be a little bit more in the discussion, but I don't know. Maybe we just are kind of past that point, or I don't really mind it anymore. But, you know, I have not seen this complaint whatsoever about getting a named character, you know, in a battle pack. You know, of course, over the years, you know, when we get battle packs, you know, army builders, we want non-named characters so we can actually grow our army. You know, but in something like this, I've not seen a complaint at all that we're actually getting a named clone, you know, in a presumably at this point $20 or $21, you know, clone battle pack. Unlike getting, you know, Vaughn in a different set, or, you know, Vaughn would have been perfect like back in that AAT, I feel, in 2020, and, you know, then get this battle pack now. So yeah, that's everything on Vaughn right now, guys. Let's move into the actual 332nd clones. We actually have a side-by-side image here. On the left is the 2020 version. On the right side is the 2023 version. The torso and legs, 100% the same, probably just using a regular clone head. So, you know, head, torso, legs, identical. You know, the biggest change here is the helmet. I know to some people it's not, you know, a massive change. You know, some people can't even tell the difference. I doubt that. Look, if you look at it for 5 seconds, you can clearly see they're two different, you know, molds, let alone just helmets, you know, with prints and everything. So the one on the right side, look, is the newer one. It's got the helmet holes. It's got the bigger, you know, black, almost like unibrow line, you know, much thicker than I think it needs to be. The one positive I can tell on the right side, but we'll have to really kind of see, you know, as people start getting these in hand, you know, once it starts getting, you know, a year or 2 years into production, is the right side print does look very aligned. I'll give them that. I think that has something to do with the fact of, you know, them actually putting the helmet holes on. You know, they have to, you know, get it a little bit of different alignment on the actual printer, and it's seeming like the right side, you know, hopefully these new 332nds, you know, the prints will basically be perfect. You know, the little breathing pieces, you know, the actual visor, the mouth, everything looks very symmetrical, and I'll give them that. You know, truthfully, I just think, you know, is it worth the, you know, kind of downsides of having, look, the helmet holes is one thing. You guys know I don't talk about those all that often. I pointed out as a positive. I definitely think it looks worse. I think, you know, objectively it looks worse than the non-helmet hole ones, but I'm not really ever going too crazy about that. You know, on these new 332nd, I gotta say the bigger thing for me is that black, you know, unibrow, you know, line above them, man. It looks too thick. I really do think that starts to get a little bit of like a Leppin feel, you know, to me, in my opinion. So that's kind of that. You know, I don't know if it's worth, you know, the trade-off, you know, perfectly aligned print for the helmet holes and the black line on top. Again, you know, going back to these older ones, I've had some people bring up to me, and just kind of like the general consensus, I've seen this going around on Instagram a lot, that, you know, the only reason why anyone is saying that the 2020s are superior, you know, is for value sake. And let me just tell you guys, I've only got 3 of the 2021s, you know, actually out of box. And then I have, you know, 6 AATs sealed, you know, with them, of course. You know, I'm actually pretty excited now, you know, to build up those AATs, you know, take out those 332nd that, you know, myself, you know, just me, just LifeBricks, my own subjective opinion, I think the 2020s look way better. So I'm actually excited I can open this up, you know, get, you know, 9 or 10 of those guys now. And like I said, I'm still going to buy one of the 2023 ones. I still will. Am I going to buy more than one? I extremely doubt that. Definitely not to build. You know, if anything, I'll keep a couple sealed, you know, long term. But that's kind of my opinions, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. You know, seeing this side by side, it's not as detrimental as I kind of, you know, was thinking, or I feel like some of us had in our minds. But I think it is just clear as day, at least for me. You know, my subjective opinion, 2020 is way better than the 2023 one. So leave your thoughts down below, guys. I'd love to hear it. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye, guys, and stay safe.